Hey y'all, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing well today. Welcome back to Zahatka. My name is Valentina, and today I'll be showing you how to make this cutest little ruffle pouch. So if you're excited to see, hit that thumbs up button and let's go. I have this florally yellow fabric that I really like, and we're gonna start off by cutting up all of the things that we need, including the fabric, the lining, the zipper, the batting, the fabric for the ruffle. So just watch me do that, and we're cutting 10 by 8 rectangles for all of that. For the ruffle piece, you want to measure out your bag on 3 sides and then add another half of that. So if it's, let's say, 20, you cut out 30 inches long. And the width, I like to cut it 4 inches, and in the end it ends up being about 1.5 inches to 1 3/4 inches once you sew it. Then I'm lining out the quilted pattern, and I'm just doing diagonal lines both ways so it's like a diamond stitch. And they are 1.5 inch apart from each other, so 1.5 inch squares. And then stitch over all the lines with a straight stitch, and this is also where I attach my label. Now it's time to attach the zipper, so we make our zipper sandwich. We put the outer piece, the liner, and then we break apart our zipper and put the zipper in between the outer piece and the liner, down and upside down, and we clip it together, and we do that to both of the sides. And for the zipper, I like to switch out the sewing foot for the zipper foot, and I just proceed to sew on that zipper. Then before doing the top stitch by the zipper, I like to iron down both the liner and the outside piece so it's easier and it lays flat, and then you proceed to stitch the top stitch on both sides. Now I sew this piece for the little loop that I'm gonna put if you want to attach a wristlet, or if you want to attach your bag to the inside of your bigger bag, where this is for the little loop on the outside. Now it's time to make the ruffle, and what you're going to do is get that 4-inch wide piece and fold it in half, the inside pieces together. And you want to also set your sewing machine settings to the longest stitch and to the least tension. Whenever you're finished, you also want to leave little tails that are a little bit longer so you can pull on your tails basically and do the scrunch method. And the more you pull, the scrunchier it will get, the more ruffles you'll get. And then you just line it on the one side of your bag, and you just see how you want your ruffles to look and do it that way. Mine was a little short, so I made my bag a tad bit shorter. I just cut some off the bottom so my ruffle will fit and I don't have to make a new one. Now you will stitch all around that ruffle. Don't forget to set your sewing machine settings back to normal and stitch around to attach the ruffle to the bag. Now is the time to put on the zipper slider, and like I mentioned before, you want to have one of the sides longer than the other, and it makes it much easier to put on the slider. And then you'll get your little loop, make sure you attach it in there, and then put one of the pieces of the pretty sides against the other and one of the liners against the other, and you're going to sew all around except leaving a little gap in the middle of the liner. Now it's time for the final steps. You just cut off all the excess fabrics, and at the corners you want to cut at an angle so your bag turns outside in properly and doesn't have any weird lumps by the corners. And just cut off any excess that you see, excess zipper or anything like that. I like to use my normal scissors, not my fabric scissors, for this because I am cutting the zipper. And then the fun part, you turn your project outside in. And when you are turning it outside in, make sure that you poke the holes out very nicely on both all the corners on both the liner and the bag. Once you're done turning it outside in, sew the little hole in the middle of the liner and cut off all your excess threads. Now you're done, and my bag ended up measuring 8.5 inches by 7 inches. I hope you were able to learn something and this tutorial was helpful for you. A big thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy this, let me know down below, and please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your day, and see you again next time. Bye!